I mean, they had good chemistry in the ring at least, so it's something. But where's Kevin Owens at? I mean, this is a guy that was crippling Shane McMahon. This was a guy that was working Cena when he first came in, and now just kind of that's what they do. They start you off super strong, and it's the reverse. I mean, his vignettes should be coming up in about 6 months. No, but this is the system. This is what's wrong. Mm-hmm. They want it's like an ADD type of push. We want to put you in there and put you over right away and show that you're right up there with Cena and these other people. But then as time goes on and Vince gets tired of you because you're not the new toy anymore, I'm putting my hand down like in a steady decline.
Yeah.
Rather than I watched the Savage documentary. I remember Savage was fighting he was fighting from the ground up. So when he did win the IC belt, it's like, holy shit, this guy's going to be a star. Knowing that when you win the IC belt, if you keep going, you're eventually going to be world champion.
Right.
That path doesn't exist anymore. You start out as the world champion and then you get released.
The IC belt seems like you're stuck in the mid card now, and that's where you're going to be, like that's your ceiling. And then there's a whole nother class of guys that either are the political favorites or somebody's boy, and that's the only way that you're going to get into that main event picture, even as a contender.
Yeah, they did the way the NWA and WCW, more the NWA used to do it. That was, I believe, a good formula. You had the TV champion that defended the TV title on TV every week.
Mm-hmm.
Like the world champion didn't work every week. Even the Intercontinental champion in this case wouldn't have to work every week. But if you had some kind of TV championship and this person was the workhorse that worked both TVs and had to defend the title, you give the champs a rest. They're special. They don't wrestle every week. So when they do wrestle, that third hour means something. Now you have a story arc.
Yep. And you either have a baby face that is fighting from underneath and overcoming the odds to pop the crowd, or you just have a dominant heel that squashes in that position.
Well, Arn and Tully were probably the most over TV champs. So I have to be a heel that you think can get beat.
Okay.
And you need creative finishes and stuff and opportunity finishes that aren't the DQ and the interference every week.
Yeah, just clean that he beat him, out wrestled him.
Yeah, we'll fast forward to when Russo's here. I like the fact that they're getting an eye poke over. They're doing it to death.
I like that.
That Cedric wins on a flash eye poke finish.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to happen more.
But
not the same exact eye poke finish 2 weeks later. Everybody's going to poke eyes now. Jesus. I put it out there now.
Bro, you know what's funny? We look at all these pairings, and with every one of them, you could say, okay, I'm going to throw Naomi and Lana. Why are they together? Is there an answer? Is there an answer?
They both like to dance on TikTok.
Okay. Dana Brooke and Mandy. Is there a reason why they're together?
Because they're both blondes with big fake gimmicks, and if we're not going to have one, why do we need the other? So we're either going to put them together or else one's going.
Okay, what's the bond between Cirillo and Ricochet?
High-flying athletic minorities.
Okay.
That's the way they put it to each other. Hey, you're a high-flying athletic minority, and I'm a high-flying athletic minority. Let's team up. I'd love to see that pre-tape.
I mean, do you guys remember when tag teams were tag teams? You know, like Arn and Tully belonged on
the Hart Foundation, the Rockers,
the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
we have to come up with these names that are, you slid down the ramp and showed your crotch while it was neon glow, your Team Glow crotch. You've done a ton of Botox and gotten huge implants, and you're the Beast one, you're Botox and the Beast. You guys are fucking showing off your biceps and you got huge fake gimmicks, your tits and biceps. None of these have actual team names.
Team Pretty.
I mean, obviously their beauty is.
We've given them more character and identities than the actual company.
Yeah, me and Chris are calling Mandy and Dana now the Bouncies. They're the Bouncies because we're always.
Here's what it is, dude. They came down this week in dominatrix black leather gear with bright blonde hair. It doesn't matter if you're a casual watcher or a diehard watcher. If somebody's coming in the room and sees those two hot broads dressed like that, you're not turning the channel until, we show how rotten we are. But like that was sex appeal that sells right there for the first time. I know the girls got to wear the under Spanx that are like tan colored for the illusion that they're wearing half naked, but please, let's try and get some that actually match our tan, so you don't look like you're two-tone on top and bottom. But they look super sexy in the new gear, and if you were any dude who doesn't watch wrestling and that was on, you're going to stop and watch that for 2 minutes.